So welcome to a game called Planet Explorers. Now this game has recently been kickstarted, which means it's kind of finished its Kickstarter campaign and it's been funded. I think they actually gone well over their amount that they needed, so that's pretty awesome. It's also been approved for Steam Greenlight, but they probably said, well, they said that they won't release it on Steam until at least beta, because they want to make sure the game is actually functional and there's not many problems with it before it goes on Steam, because you know people moan on Steam a lot. But yeah, it's called Planet Explorers, and I thought I would do a quick kind of first look type thing at it. I've been playing the game for quite some time, so I know a little bit of what's going on and how things work and the mechanics. But I thought I would quickly share some of the cool things that I think is going to make this game awesome. But like I said, it's going to be a quick first look video. The reason is because I'm going to be doing a series on it because of how good and how much you can go into the game and how much cool stuff there is. But anyway, so yeah, this is the home screen. You got single player, multiplayer, create. I think that's create multiplayer games and options and all that stuff. There's also a link to their forums, I think that is. But I'm going to single player. You've got the story mode, adventure mode, and build mode. Build mode is basically you're thrown into a world, you put a random seed in the world, and the world is like randomly generated, and I believe it goes on forever. And you get pretty much unlimited materials, all the tools in the game. It's basically creative mode out of Minecraft. That's basically what it is, and you can build anything. There's no mobs in this version though, like there's no bad dudes, there's no NPCs or anything, so it's just you and the world and unlimited materials, so that's pretty cool. Adventure mode is basically you're thrown into what I believe is a randomly generated world. I'm not sure because I haven't tested it in the new updates. But I think in adventure mode you put a seed in and it's another randomly generated world. And there's mobs, there's a few NPC vendors, like, you know, little shops that you can buy stuff from. And you obviously start with nothing and you have to go around collecting trees, collecting dirt, iron, you know, all the materials, and start building forts and little bases and stuff. So I think that's how that one works. And then story mode, which seems to be the main one, is basically you're thrown into a world that isn't randomly generated. It's like a set map, but it's a pretty big map. It is like very big actually. There's NPCs that have quests. There's also the shops, and there's also loads of mobs and stuff. It's basically adventure mode, but without the randomly generated world and with quests, which is pretty cool. It's still got the mobs and you can still build stuff and collect materials and everything. But for the series that I'm probably going to do, we're probably going to jump into story mode for a little bit just to see how that goes. But eventually we might jump into the adventure mode for the randomly generated stuff. But for this, we're going to jump into build mode, because I just wanted to quickly show you some of the mechanics and how things work. Now this game is in very, very early stage alpha. You can buy the game, and the version that you buy at the moment is alpha 0.6, I believe. There is an update coming in the next 2 days of recording this, which will be a pretty cool update. But if you want to try this game out for free, there is an older version of the alpha that you can download, which was before like randomly generated worlds and stuff. But anyway, this is the character creation thing. There's a lot of things here that don't do anything. It's because they're placeholders for when they actually get around to putting these things in. Obviously, character customization is not really the main focus when you're starting a game. It's more about the mechanics of the game, so this sort of stuff doesn't really go that into detail, but there is some cool things that you can do, like little faces and stuff. Some cool hairstyles. That's what I normally go for. And then you can name him. We'll call him Simples. There is also body, which you can at the moment just change the colour of his body. There's other, which does nothing at the moment. So yeah, we'll just click OK, and this is where you put the seed in. Let's do, I don't know, Krypton. And then that's how it will generate a random world. This is the world. Like I said, in build mode, I believe it is randomly generated. There is a seed thing. which makes me believe in more that it's randomly generated. I know that it is going to be randomly generated, so I don't know if that's implemented yet or not, but either way, this is what the world looks like. Different biomes, there's like a mini forest biome here, stuff like that. Now, the way the game works, it's kind of like Minecraft with an MMO in it. You've obviously got your hotbar down here, your character. The way you move is like an MMO, you know, you right click and hold to turn the mouse and stuff like that. You can zoom in for a bit of first person as well. You've also got your inventory screen. There's some screens down here. This is the missions when you get the quests in the story mode. We'll get rid of that. You've also got these things which we'll come into later. I'm actually not going to tell you what that is yet because that's a very cool feature. You've got this, which is you can't actually access it here, but this option here is the like rebuild thing, and basically you can find scripts in the adventure world and the story mode. When people give you scripts, or you can buy scripts, and it'll basically teach you how to make a certain item, and then you can go into this little rebuild menu, and it'll tell you what you need. You collect the materials, go in there, and you'll be able to make whatever item you found the script for, like a pickaxe, a shovel, a sword, shield, a gun, a bow and arrow, a car. You can do stuff like that. And yes, there is vehicles, and there is guns, swords, shields, and bows and arrows and stuff like that, so that's pretty cool. But anyway, yeah, like I said, this is the world. I'm not going to travel too far. There's no mobs in this version, or in the build mode, so we don't have to worry about that. There is caves and stuff in the next update, which is going to happen in probably about 2 days, I think it is. They said before the 31st. There will be more caves added, which is going to be pretty cool. The caves are like massive as well. I think this might be one here. Yeah, there's a cave here. This might kill me. Nope. So yeah, the caves are pretty cool and big. There's water down there as well. But I believe I'm stuck down here now, so actually can I get up over here? Let's get a shovel out here and start digging. This is how the digging works. You basically got this little ball. You click where you want to dig, and it'll dig that area around. You can see you get materials every time you dig. Normally it'll take a lot longer, but because I'm in build mode, I'll get the best tools straight away. So it's relatively fast to dig out stuff. There we go. That's how you get out of a cave. Just dig your way out. Cool. So yeah, that's how the digging works and stuff. You just basically point and click. You could dig pretty far down, I believe. So that's cool. That's how that works. You can also use pickaxes on stone and stuff like that. So if we go over here where it's kind of flat, I'll show you what the building part of the game is like. So these are the resources. You got all of the blocks. Like I said, this is build mode, so you got pretty much everything. Now, all of these down here are like car parts and stuff like that, so just ignore that for now. So if we just get, I don't know, we got any wood anywhere? Dirt block. There's wood. There's gold. Copper. Well, we use stone because that's what we've got. Oops. Dug a hole by accident. So if we go onto the stone, and you see we got this little box, and it gives you a little menu at the side, so you can figure out how to make higher walls, or you can hold control to drag like a platform out, like that. So we've got like a platform here. Make the big platforms if you want. Oops, didn't want to do that. To delete stuff, you hold Alt, I believe. Yep, like that. Now, if you're going to play the free version of this, the old alpha, building is a little bit different. It's a little harder, in my opinion, because they haven't optimized how it works and stuff like that. Right now, it's pretty easy to do all this building here. Well, kind of. I keep messing up though. There we are. So yeah, we've got a platform here. Then if we get some, I'm pretty sure there's going to be wood here somewhere. I just need to find it. Is that wood? Yeah, there's wood. If we put wood in our hotbar and then hit 4, then we can get the wood up. And you can build some walls and stuff like that. If we can just actually do this side because it's a smaller area. There we go, got a wall. Now obviously all this would take quite a while in the story mode and the adventure mode to do because this is a lot of materials that it's going to take. But it's more of the fact that you can do this and the stuff that you can build is pretty awesome. Don't know if this is going to work. Alright, so the doors are kind of derpy as hell at the moment. We'll just leave it like that. We might be able to just do that for now. I wonder if I can open. There we are. So yeah, I don't know how I'm going to keep the edges closed there. But whatever. That'll do for now. So yeah, you can build cool houses. This is a really bad house, to be honest. Hopefully they add glass soon. They don't at the moment, but hopefully they will. I know the next update has stuff like ladders and everything. But that just shows you can build pretty cool stuff. Now the next thing, this is a thing that I think is really cool. It's basically the ability to build pretty much any item like guns and swords and vehicles and stuff like that. So if we go to... what's that? Ah, you can trade. This is where the trading option is, but whatever. Colony. Didn't even know there was a colony, but whatever. I know that you can have two, like, helpers with you. But let's see if we can find the guns. Alright, so this is the build menu. This is where all the good build stuff happens. So if we go to... let's actually create a sword. Just a simple sword. Okay, so let's get our... You need a hilt first, obviously, so we'll use this. And just kind of whack it in the middle here. You can make your own hilts, I believe. Some pretty cool hilts as well, but for now that's just going to be the hilt that we use. I've also heard that you can add glowing effects, so if you wanted a lightsaber you could have one, which I will be definitely using because I like lightsabers. So yeah. Right, so let's look. We'll use steel because obviously steel is the good thing. Now you need to kind of move this up. In order to build. So we'll move that to there. So do a bit of zooming in here. So yeah, then we'll do that, and then you can go up. Actually, do you know what we're gonna do? Get rid of that. Let's make a type of Final Fantasy sword. I don't think it's gonna work at all. It's probably gonna look derpy as hell, but it's gonna be a cool idea. Is that even on there? Yeah. So it kind of needs to be too thick, doesn't it? Because of the hilt is too thick. Yeah, that'll do. And we'll make it go all the way up here, like that. Okay. And this is going to be kind of the hard bit. That's probably the most derpiest sword ever made. But it doesn't matter because whatever, it's just a sword. But yeah, you can actually, what are these? You can make cubes. Alright, there's options you can do here. Don't know what they do. Let's see what we can paint it. Different colours, but we're gonna paint it white actually. And then the way you paint is literally just kind of like paint. And this makes the brush bigger, I presume. Yep. So you just colour it in like you do in paint. So you can add some really cool effects whilst painting, I suppose. So we're just gonna paint this black. Do this side as well. There we go. Make sure the edges are done here. This is like Art Attack. If any of you used to watch that show. That's a very good show. Right, so we need to do these bits as well. There we are. So we got a black sword. Let's go down here. We can paint this red because why not? Oh no, you can't paint this. Okay, so you can't paint that. Oh wait. Oh, I've done it wrong, I think, because it says left and right here, so it's probably going to be. It would probably need to be vertical, like, well, not vertical, but flipped around onto the side. But I really don't care, so that's going to stay like that. Right, let's mirror. Actually, no, that looks confusing as hell, so I'm not going to do that. Let's add a bit of shininess at the top here. There we go. That looks horrific, but whatever. That's our sword. Like I said, it's probably wrong because I'm pretty sure I needed to make it flat this way. So right now it's going to be kind of wonky. Whatever. Gonna leave it like that. And then you just go down here and save it as a sword. Wow. Spanning is horrific. And then you export it like that. Tells you the materials that you need. And what you've got. We have everything there, it's cool. It tells you the attack damage and all that, and then you just click export, does the exporting, and you're done. And then you can exit to the game. And then you should have it in your inventory, there it is. Put it there on 5 and select it. And there we go. Now we have a gigantic Final Fantasy sword. It looks like it worked out alright, so that's fine. And then you click to attack.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a giant sword.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, you can make some pretty cool stuff. It doesn't have to be flat like I've made it. You can come out both sides.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a sword. You can do this with cars and stuff like that. You can add guns to cars. There's also helicopters. Hello Cave. You can add helicopters and make helicopters and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so gone ahead and jumped in adventure mode, and it does kind of look like it's randomly generated world. I did have to put another seed in. I think mainly the biomes are kind of the same when you create a new world, because we've got a jungle biome and a mountain type biome next to us, but it does look a lot different the way it all spawns. And as you can see, we've got a whole bunch of mobs spawning around us. A bunch of them are fighting with each other. Some of these are dangerous to us. You can see the big one over here. Now in the story mode, I know that the mob spawning is kind of, there's really easy mobs around where you first start in the world, but in this mode it seems like the big mobs just spawn pretty much everywhere you are. You can see there's some giant mobs over there. There is like really big mobs, and I mean huge mobs in this game. Like there's massive giants that shoot lasers at you. But yeah, you can see there's a bunch of mobs in here fighting, which is pretty cool. I'm pretty sure adventure mode is still being tweaked, because it seems like there's just way too many big mobs around where you first start. There is a lot more caves as well. Now the way you find like ore and stuff is, ore is kind of coloured. Like there's green ore for like copper and stuff. I don't know how the colouring works, but there is colours. I don't know what that shaking is. I think that's like a giant maybe. We do start off with items as well. You start off with a few health. In the story mode and in this, I presume, the meat is pretty much currency. I believe in the next update they're lowering the amount of good stuff you get in this, because you're starting equipment, you basically get everything you need. But yeah, meat is currency. That's why in the story mode, you have to kill all the animals to get the good stuff. But yeah, you also start with items like swords and stuff like that, and an axe here. So equip the axe. There we go. We've also got a shield. And then... oh, maybe you can't cut down trees in the forest. I think that's what it is. I didn't know that. So I did a bit of research, and it seems like adventure mode hasn't really been sorted out yet. Like, they're still focusing on story mode. So that's probably why I can't chop down trees in that version. But I've just jumped into a story mode save, which I was messing around with. Story mode is the better version at the moment. But like I said, the map is... it's not randomly generated, but this is huge. This is a huge map. You won't understand how big this map is until you actually run around this area. This is the only area I've been at the moment. And it takes a while to run from place to place, so... the map is huge, so that's not going to keep you... that's not going to be like too short of an area to travel. But yeah, like you said, you've got quests and stuff. All these coloured things here are ores. You can see where I've been digging a little bit down there and stuff. You know, that's just been basically for quest ups. So yeah, I want to quickly show you how the chopping down trees work. And also there's been some scripts. Actually, I can check that thing now right here. This is where, like, these are all the scripts I have at the moment that I can create things. You know, stone axe, it tells you how many things you need, and then you can create them down here. Basic cannon, because we have an actual cannon now, a defensive thing for forts if we end up building them. So yeah, to chop down trees, you can just get whatever, like an axe or something, or this item for now, because this is like the starting item that you get in the story mode. And then you just hack at a tree. Got a little bar, see how long it takes. So that's pretty cool. You can do that picking up plants and stuff as well. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to be doing a series on this because it's really fun to do all the quests and start building and stuff and collecting stuff. I'm probably going to wait until the next update because there are some cool things that are being added to the next update. I know that they're going to be adding, like, you can actually add proper settlements soon, so you can have like NPCs use it as a proper settlement. I know that you can make a house now and an NPC will sometimes wander in and just sit inside there next to a campfire or something. But it'll be cool to have like a proper settlement and stuff. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there for now. That was how you get the trees and stuff, by the way, so that's pretty cool. Let me know what you think of the game. I will starting recording like the Let's Play type thing on this in a couple of days when the update is out. The update is due out in the next 2 days, like I said. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it. If you've got any questions about the game, let me know. I'll leave a link to the website where you can download the free trial of the game in the description. So thanks for watching, and I shall see you next time. Goodbye.